So why is champagne so special still? Because some might say, look, you can get some really lovely sparkling wines, and some might even prefer it. You know, it has a lighter taste sometimes, depending on the wine. There's a price premium to pay in champagne often. I mean, why do we still remain such fans of champagne?
I think the UK market is particularly fan because since World War II we've been, the leading export market for champagne bar a couple of years. And in 2014, the market was still up, 6% in volume and 6.7% in value. Well, we welcome, to answer your question, we very much welcome what is happening to the champagne sparkling wine category because, it is the fastest growing wine segment in the world.
That appeals to you, Bill?
Well, I think clearly this segment, it's called investments of passion, by collectibles, etc., by works of art, etc. It's quite a narrow area of the market, and clearly from a broad perspective in terms of looking at diversification, you have to look carefully. We're talking about basically, dare I say it, the liquidity of this market, and how price discovery takes place in terms of valuing investments. And I think you tend to find that clients drawn to these as part of their personal portfolio because they like the business, and they may observe this as being something different from the bit of the portfolio that they want to perform in the long term and to help them sleep at night.
Sure. I mean, you're talking about it as an investment,
yes.
But from a business perspective, from a marketing perspective, I mean, what happens if champagne goes so mainstream that it loses some of its exclusivity? I mean, it is quite mainstream in the UK.
Well, it is and it's not, because what we see is that, what's performed particularly well throughout the years of recession that hopefully we are leaving behind is the top end of the market. I mean, vintage last year, the vintage category was up 37%, which is the proof that people are looking, for quality and champagne because it's authentic and it provides the quality that they want.
And this talk about expanding the Champagne region in France, I mean, that's happening, right?
Well, it's not exactly expanding. I mean, the boundaries are not being expanded. It's being revised. So the boundaries remain the same, and what happens inside is going to be, it's in the process of being audited, and in the next probably 5 to 6 years, we'll see the outcome of this revision, and probably the first new bottles of champagne from that revision will appear to the market, onto the market in about 10 years' time. So we still have a bit of time.